Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Fanatics, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back to Comic Book Fanatics. Happy belated Halloween and happy 1st of November. So I went to the Wizard World Austin Comic-Con convention yesterday, and I was supposed to make this video last night, but by the time I got home and got settled in, it was getting kind of late and got a little tired, so I just figured I'd go ahead and do this today and show everybody some of the books that I actually got acquired while I was down there. Now, it wasn't really a big forum, a little bit smaller than what I'm normally used to, and was not a lot of comic book vendors there. I think I may have seen 4, 5 stands of vendors, if that, and so there wasn't a really lot to pick from or choose from. However, I did see a gentleman and his wife that I normally see and buy off them consistently every time I go there, because they make me some really great deals, and we're just overall really good people anyway, so just shout out to him. And also, before I begin, I want to thank some of my subscribers who just recently subscribed and coming on. And I apologize if I say these names wrong. Frederick York, Roger Ballou, Biggie's Comics, Paney's Comics, Victor R, Comic Nerd 1997, Joshua No, and Kenshin Kenji. Thanks a lot for the subscription, guys. I really appreciate that, and I hope that there's something in there for you guys, the diversity and a variety of different things. If you don't see anything that you guys like, and this goes out for all the subscribers as well, then, you know, like I always say, tune back in later on. Maybe there's something eventually you'll see that you like, and hopefully maybe inspire, and which helps out the community, because at the end of the day, that's all about what it's all about, just helping the community out. So anyways, I picked up a few good books, and I picked up a couple prints too, and I'll show that after I get done here. Now, the first one, we'll start on the left, because I always start on the left. I guess it's just an old military habit. We always do everything on the left first. But the Secret Wars, Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars #1. I already had Stan Lee's signature on there, but I was very fortunate enough to find out that Mike Zeck was going to be there. And this is a Mike Zeck cover. He actually did the penciling on it as well. And the writer Jim Shooter was there, so I got his signature. And also the inker John Beatty was there as well. So that was really nice. So I got all 4 signatures on there right now. And I'm absolutely thrilled. This is like I said, this is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #1, and I've had this since I was a kid, and I've kept it in really good, pristine condition. I mean, there's still a little bit of ticks and a couple ticks here or so, but for the most part, I think the corners are good, sharp edges still. Also, the other one I have here is Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #8. Now, this is the first appearance of Spidey's black suit. So I also wind up getting all their signatures on there. And I will probably wind up getting this sent in to CBCS to get it slabbed and get the signatures verified. And, you know, if you guys aren't aware, I know CGC does not do signature verification like CBCS does. And since I've already had Stan Lee's signature on there, I didn't want to go ahead and get somebody to verify what was down there, because I'd have to pay for the verification anyways. However, nevertheless, 2 great comic books that I've had for quite some time, and I'm very happy I was able to actually get these signatures on there. So definitely something that to get slabbed and try to get preserved for quite some time. Alright, so this next one, I wind up paying a little bit more than what I hoped for, and I tried to talk the guy down a little bit, but unfortunately he was really stuck to his price, and his comment was, "Well, I can sell this for the amount that I'm offering." I said, "Well, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking if you'd go down some." So, you know, there's some people that will go down, there's some people that won't go down. It's just a matter of personality, I guess. And this is actual Gwenpool. This is actually Secret Wars, but this is the Gwenpool's variant cover. Now, if you guys don't know, Gwenpool is a newer character, and there's some talk already that she's going to actually be getting her own comic book soon. Now, she's actually, this is just her cameo, and her cameo is only within the cover. So, sometime in December, they're going to release Howard the Duck, and she's going to be in the first 3 series of Howard the Duck. So keep an eye out on that. And one of the reasons why that I got this book was because being that it's a cameo, and like anything else, I don't want to be the one that misses out if this winds up becoming a good book. Just like how Spider-Gwen wound up becoming pretty big, so you can't get her first appearance for a low price anymore. So it's just one of those things that if you see this, you're able to get it. I recommend picking it up because, like I said, with her appearances in Howard the Duck, and then followed by her own special #1 in December, she's probably going to take off. You've seen how Deadpool is already, so a female version of that, and I'm sure there's going to be cosplayers out there dressed up as her, and just I think she's probably most likely going to boom. But even if she doesn't, nevertheless, it's still a good cover. I recommend picking it up, and I paid about $40 for this. Like I said, it was a little bit more than what I wanted to pay for it. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this actually goes up and the speculation actually winds up panning out. So, and well, I guess we'll see. And I'm sure some people got it for much cheaper when it initially came out. However, we'll see. It's just one of those things you gotta take a chance on and hope for the best. Now, this one is Annihilation Conquest. This is #6. This the cover artist on there is by the name of Aleska Bricklet. I think that's how you say his name, Aleska Bricklet. Now, this is actually the first appearance of the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and so it's just one of those books that I wanted to get, and being that it's a first appearance, you never know how these are always going to pan out anyway. So, nevertheless, another good book to have in your collection if you have not gotten this one yet. I recommend probably going out and getting this because the price on this is going up. I paid, I believe, $20 for this. Not a bad deal. Injustice: Gods Among Us #1. This is just a #1, and I love the cover on this one. Now, Injustice: Gods Among Us is a game, of course, everybody knows that. However, just the cover art on this you can't go wrong. Wanted to get this for my own collection since I didn't have it already. Beautiful cover. Personal preference, if you guys want to pick something like that up, just for the cover art, you never know. Alright, so the next one is Harlequin. This is the first series of Harlequin. This is #1. Did not have this in my collection yet. Spoke to the gentleman that I just referred to earlier, and he was nice enough to actually give me a really good deal below cover price on this. So being it is Harlequin #1, and as everybody knows, the Suicide Squad movies come out, and that's they have Margaret Robbie playing Harlequin on there. And anything Harlequin right now, I've noticed, is just booming. I mean, even just with a cover of her on it in whatever book, the prices just drastically go up. So, but I'm not the type to just for the simple fact of that. I like Harley Quinn. She's one of my favorite villain and sort of anti-villain as well, because you never know which way she's gonna go. So I picked up Harley Quinn #1. And this is actually a Terry Dodson cover, and Rachel Dodson, I'm not sure if that's his wife or his daughter or a family member, but she wound up doing the inking on this, and it's a beautiful cover. Harley Quinn #2. Picked this one up too as well. And Harley Quinn #12. Another Terry Dodson and Rachel Dodson cover. And Harley Quinn #14. I really love this cover. They're on their way to Metropolis, her and Poison Ivy. So just a beautiful cover overall. And this is Harley Quinn's Our World at War. Now this one right here is this Jimmy Olsen appearance, and the cover artist on this goes by the name of Jay Lee. Saw this out there. Of course, it's a Harley Quinn cover, and did not expect it to be for the price. I think it wind up costing me, I don't know, maybe like 15 or 20. But usually, I guess that's okay. But it's a #1, so I'm happy with that. And that is the last one on that stack. So we'll make our way off to the right here. Now the right, I picked up #1 of Gotham City Sirens. And if you guys don't know, the Gotham City Sirens are Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy. And Zatanna also is actually in this, but they don't show her on the cover. So I have yet to actually read this series. I'm waiting till I actually get the entire series first before I start anything. That way I can just continue on with reading it. Now, this is a beautiful cover. These books are just going up in price for some reason. These things are just going way up, and I'm not talking about just #1s, but even #2 all the way on. The prices on this are drastically rising, and I'm assuming because it being a beautiful cover, and not to mention having Harley on it, I just feel like this just definitely gonna be well worth the price eventually. If you get a chance to pick it up now before it actually starts rising. Okay, this cover is the actual, this is the first print cover. Now, the second print cover, and I've noticed that one goes for a little bit more, a little bit higher because of the cover art. But it's an absolutely beautiful one, and this one right here is not so bad. So I was very happy. The gentleman, like I said, was nice enough to give me a really good deal on it, below his asking price. Gotham City Sirens #2, another beautiful cover. If you look at Catwoman's goggles, you'll see Harley and Ivy on reflections on there. Very nice, beautiful cover. And I think the guy who actually did these covers goes by the name of Julian March, and you can see where he just signs his name, March, right there. That was #3. Gotham City Sirens #15. I found that, and these were going quick. I mean, every dealer that I went to, every vendor that I went to when I was there, and like I said, there was only 3, maybe 4 or 5 vendors. It seemed like by the time I got there, and I asked if he had any of these Gotham City Sirens, he goes, "Yeah, a guy was just here. I think he just bought a whole bunch of them." So somebody out there also knows. But really good, loved it. Now this one is Batman #17, the variant. This is a variant cover. I believe this is the second #2 of the variants within the no, I'm sorry, #1 of the variants within the second series. So I am definitely a big fan of Batman, especially this new series. It's just absolutely, the Joker just so sadistic on there, just very dark. Definitely appeals to me when it comes to the reading, and it's really well done. So I believe just Capullo did an outstanding job, and this is a Tony Daniel covers. So if you have not started reading Volume 2 of Batman, I definitely recommend it to the readers, especially if you like DC, which DC is known for a lot of dark storylines. Okay. Alright, so I also picked this one up. This is Ultimate Fallouts. This right here, as everybody knows, this is a Mark Bagley cover, and this is the first appearance of Miles Morales, who is Spider-Man. And there is some speculation on this that he is going to be having his own appearance or a cameo in the upcoming movie, the Avenger movie. Now, this is probably one of those ones that are a sleeper right now, but I think will eventually go up in price. I recommend picking this one up because you never know how it's going to go. Like everything else, it's a speculation. But nevertheless, I'm a Spider-Man fan, so anything Spidey I'm going to pick up, and I'm definitely going to put into my collection. This one is actually still in the poly bag in there. inside of the Mylar. So very nice. And I also picked up, I was very lucky to find Lazarus #1. Now Lazarus #1 I just started picking up, and I'm kind of late to be jumping onto the bandwagon on this. However, the storyline sort of intrigued me. I was reading a little bit about the plot, and it's almost in a sense kind of like a Game of Thrones storyline with a lot of backstabbing, some intrigue, some political, whatever you want to call it, just overall just very intriguing type of storyline. So I have a few of these Lazarus, and I will almost have the entire complete run soon. But I was lucky enough to find this in a dollar box, so I snatched this bad boy up really quick as part of my run, and I'm looking forward to reading this eventually. Another one that I actually found in a dollar bin was the Spider-Woman #2, and I have Spider-Woman #1, so you can't pass up the price for something like this for #2, so had to snatch this up as well. Alright, so this is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man #90, and as I mentioned one of my videos before, that I have the complete run of Web of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man from 19. Alright, sorry about that. Camera seems to go off, so I must have hit 15 minutes already, because for some reason it just kind of goes off. But anyways, like I was saying, I am still working on my trying to fill some gaps on Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. And one of the books that I've been looking for quite some time is Spectacular Spider-Man #90, which you see right here. Now this one is this series' first appearance of Spidey's black suit. The other one is Marvel Secret Wars #8, and then you have Marvel Tales as well, and then you also have the Amazing Spider-Man 252. So there's actually 4 covers of Spidey's black suit. I'm sorry, of the series of Spidey's black suit. So this is another great addition to have in my collection, because I've seen it online. Just these prices just keep going up on here. So very happy to have this. This one right here was actually a free book from the Wizard World's convention, and they were just giving this out to everybody down there. This is Walking Dead #1. This is the Austin Comic-Con exclusive, so just wanted to show you guys that one. This is really nice. You can't go wrong when it comes to Walking Dead. All right. Also, Arthur Sudan. He's, I guess they call him the King of Zombies. He's one of the artists. He does a lot of the artwork for Walking Dead, and he had this on his table, and I don't have this in my collection. And this is the Image First reprint of the #1 of the Walking Dead cover. So I definitely snatched this up. I did not have it in my collection, wanted to get it. Do not have #1 of the Walking Dead. However, be able to have this, the original reprint of the cover, I'm okay with it too. But very nice cover. Also, he signed it on the bottom, and another great book, and especially if you're a Walking Dead fan, another great book to have in your collection. This one right here was just actually on my wish list, and I was going through a dollar bin, and guess what popped up? This one right here. So I'm very happy. Just the overall cover. That's the really only reason. Of course, Batman being Batman: The Dark Knight, but. I really love this cover. I think they did an amazing job on it. The coloring's wonderful. Very sexy cover, the White Rabbit, and then Batman down, injured on the ground, and her cradling it. So, wanted to pick this one up as well, since I saw it for a good deal. I think I'm about to lose something right here. Sorry about that, guys. Another one I found within the dollar bin. This is Heroes for Hire #1. Beautiful cover. This is Civil War #2. This is actually the second print with the Spider-Man Unmasked cover to it. And I also collect Ferris as well. And this is an Adam Hughes cover, so you can never go wrong with Adam Hughes. And I wound up paying $1 for this. This, once again, this was in the dollar bin, and it's just a copy I didn't have, so picked this one up. And another Adam Hughes cover, Wonder Woman 167. He did a long run of this. I believe it's the second series, and he did a long run of covers on there. So hopefully, I eventually wind up getting all the covers, but slowly but surely I'll pick them up. And so that was the last one right there. That was the last one of all the books. Like, not a lot, however, what I did pick up, I'm happy with, because for being the amount of vendors that were there and some of the deals that I got, I'm okay with. Now, just to show you a couple of the prints that I got while I was down there, this is an Arthur Sudan cover, and this is the little girl from The Walking Dead, and this is his, of course, variation of it. But overall, I think this is an amazing, beautiful cover. If you have yet to see this, this is so well done, so gorgeous. And then I also picked up this one. This was a free one. You buy two, you get one free. So this one was a free one. This is Red Sonja, and just an overall gorgeous piece of work. You know, you guys know I'm a Red Sonja fan, so gorgeous. And then got one more print. This one was another Arthur Sudan one, and this is The Walking Dead. It's got Rick on the front with his boy. This was also on a cover of a Walking Dead #1 variant. But overall, and all the prints are signed by him as well. So, you know, overall, very nice, very good finds on my part, and I'm happy with what I had, like I said. And I hope you guys enjoy this haul, and hopefully maybe this kind of inspires or triggers something within you guys to go out and maybe pick a few things up before they get a little bit higher in price. So I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all coming by. And one last plug I want to do is, if you have not gotten the chance to check out Comic Talk as a video, we did a pilot episode. It was on Friday evening, and I had Chris from We Love Comics on there. We were talking about a few different things. And it took a while to finally go through the technical difficulties of stuff, because I really was trying to figure out the Google Hangout for a little bit. And I know I sent a lot of invites for people out there. And if you were trying to get on there and I had invite you, I apologize about that, because like I said, I was just going through some technical difficulties and trying to learn about the program itself. And if it wasn't for some advice from Chris, I probably would have never got on there and just probably would have gave up. But I'm glad we actually got it working, because we wind up talking for a good hour and a half. So just a lot of discussions that just it went on a lot. Yeah, you know, initially I planned on not being for more than 30 minutes, but as I said, that we went talking for about an hour and a half, and I finally cut it off. I guarantee we probably would have talked a lot longer. But once again, I apologize, and since I've got the gist of the program right now, I'll go ahead and I know how to actually send the camera invite so people can join in on the conversation. I'll do that as for anybody who wants to come in, and I'll open up the chat portion of it, so you can actually send messages. And if you're interested in joining the conversation or something, or just if you just want to view or listen to the conversations, then you can do that. Okay, so I definitely recommend you guys coming by, checking out the show, because I actually had a great time doing it. It was so fun just talking things. And it's just not just comic books. We'll talk statues. I mean, we'll talk cosplay if that's what you're into as well. We'll talk art prints, you name it. I mean, wherever the conversation leads to, then it leads to. But overall, it's just people with like minds getting together and enjoying talking nerd stuff and relating with one another, and it's a good form. So I just recommend it to you guys. Get on there, check it out, enjoy it. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate all of my subscribers, And I definitely won't do this without you guys. So the more subscribers that come by, the more I get motivated and get inspired to do more of these videos or different videos. And I definitely have a variety of stuff coming up. But once again, thanks a lot. Happy 1st of November to everybody, and appreciate it.